Video, I'm pretty sure you know and have heard of Nightspeeds, especially if you play Skater-XL, guys. So he posted a video about a week ago, and a lot of people have been reviewing it, man, reacting to it. Really have just been like, you know what I mean? Like just everybody's been listening to this man, and it's some important shit, dude. A lot of shit has been going down. Stats menu on console. He talks about the lead developer leaves and just etc. Just stuff that a lot of people have been talking about. I don't know if you guys have watched PK Delay. Guys, I've mentioned this man on my channel before. He is a great Skater-XL player, and he's a great dude. I love his content, dude. He's freaking great. Thanks, Bunsky, for being back. I appreciate you, bro. And today, I don't know if you guys have even heard this video, but if y'all have it, y'all should go look up Nightspeeds. And I'm not just getting the video, so y'all guys can hear it with me.
Actually be playing the game. We'll be talking about some of the things that's going on in the Skater-XL world right now.
So I don't know if you can hear Bunsky, but hopefully you can. I'm gonna try to like get it closer to y'all. And tell me if it's too loud.
Milky made a very good video talking about some of the issues that's going on right now, and it's kind of holding Skater-XL back from actually being one of the best games of all.
Alright, so he said Milky's actually he's actually been talking about the game and how it's been a lot of features, a lot of stuff has been holding Skater-XL back, like man, like, and that's that petition I was telling y'all to sign by J Boogie. Are you L Homan 405? Yes, I am. Yes, sir. That is my Instagram name. Yeah, bro. But
time, so link in the description to that video. I urge you to go check it out.
Because when I started playing modded Skater-XL gameplay, I saw the potential of where this...
And we're about to go watch that video next, y'all. We literally are. I'm about to literally watch that video with y'all too, so y'all can hear some of this stuff. And Busky, let me know if it's like getting the audio's getting too obnoxious. But I'm definitely gonna try to lead the wants to send you a message.
Game could go
Hold on,
in the future. This game could be one of the best video games of all time.
One of the things Milky talked about in his video is a petition that J Boogie made, where it's basically saying that if this is a skateboarding simulation game, you need to take some of the mods that make the game more realistic and put it into the game. I already signed it. We'll get more into it in the video. We'll also get into the lead developer.
Alright, that petition that he was talking about, that was by J Boogie. The one I told y'all to go sign. That's the one he's talking about. He signed it. Milky signed it. I've signed it. A lot of people have signed it. If you play Skater-XL, you should go sign it. But that's what he's talking about, and that shit is just it's like a bunch of stuff to like add the sound mod in the game and add certain features like the realistic movement and stuff like that into Skater-XL. Yeah, Bugsky, he said he signed it, so yeah. Guys, if you're watching this in the future, please go sign it. Everybody helps. You know what I'm saying? It all helps.
Of the game John actually haven't left, and what that means for the game, and more things, so stay right where you are.
Yeah, see that? He already said John left the game. Like, I guess that's the developer on it. And that's like one of
Let's just start the video out by taking a look at the petition made by J Boogie. So it says gameplay improvements for Skater-XL, and it's almost at 5,000 signatures. I've already signed it.
So he's talking about the petition right now, and it's already at 5,000 signatures. I think when I signed it, they were trying to get to 10,000. So I don't know how far it is now, but hopefully there's a lot more.
But J Boogie keeps asking me to sign it. Is that because I'm locked out or something? I don't know. But basically it says Skater-XL is a skateboarding simulation, and yet it does not provide a true simulation of actual skateboarding. Skateboarding is individualistic, rooted in creativity, and a totally unique experience depending on who is on the board behind the controller.
And that is true right there, my friends. Like everything, I read that shit, and that shit was good. Basically, he was just explaining like some of the mods that are out on PC make the game better and they make it more realistic. Like I want to say, Milky. I was just watching a video earlier. Milky got a new mod where the board scratches up as you're grinding, and that's dope. Those are things that should have been in the game from day one, and I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them for not putting it in there. I just wish it was in there. You see what I'm saying? And that's where everybody's getting at Bunksy. Like nobody's mad at them for not putting it in the game because the game is already good, but it can be better. You know.
These are also some of the things that Milky talked about in his video, things that, people ride different tightness of trucks. Some ride loose trucks, some ride tight trucks, board size, wheel size. There's a lot that goes into skateboarding. Stuff that is part of...
Alright, so I bought a complete... All my stuff was, like... I believe my wheel size is like 55. I got some fucking... I really don't even know like all the stuff about my shit. I signed at 2,000. See, Bunksy, you're a real one. You're a real one. Right now, Bunksy said right now in the comment section, he said it's got 11,680. So that is a lot, guys. Everybody, y'all should fucking give yourselves a hand clap for that shit. Especially you, Bunksy, because you signed it at 2,000. I didn't get to it around to like 7,000, 8,000. But still, I mean, I'm glad a lot of people care about this fucking game. Dude, and it shows. Like, it definitely does show. Especially because I wasn't surprised for them to get 10,000 and then hearing that they got 11,000 already. It's pretty legit.
Oside-EL mods. And just to summarize, a really important thing that Milky mentioned in his video is that most of these mods are made in a day or two. When it comes to the stat mods, it's basically just adding sliders to values that are already in the game code. And I'm not a game developer, so I have no idea what I'm talking about here. But also stuff like Excel graphics, also known as Babo settings. Since Oside-EL is a Unity game, it's made on the Unity engine, and all Unity engine games has these post-processing effects. Now, you can't reach these effects in the actual game of Oside-EL, but you can with mods. They're basically just opening up something that is locked inside of the game. And I just gotta say, up front, Oside-EL, Easy Day Studios, they have been very, very nice to me. I was one of the first people that ever got to play the version that got released on Early Access on Steam, and just making that first reactions video definitely propelled my channel into something that it wouldn't be now if it wasn't for that video.
Alright. So, I didn't hear Nightspeeds until he made that first fucking commercial I seen last year with him on it promoting Oside-EL. And it was a 5-minute commercial. I don't know if anybody else seen it, but when everybody was talking about sessions and Oside-EL, this motherfucker came up in the commercial for Easy Day High and all that shit last year. Like around the Easy Day commercial, around like June-ish, July-ish, that's when I heard about Nightspeeds. And I mean, his content's been cool and shit like that, and I fuck with him a lot. So he is not wrong about that. Like, Oside-EL has helped his channel a lot. You know what I mean? But I feel like, dude, he's helped him a lot too.
They've also just shown so much support for me as a person and wanting me to do good. They've been buying me Christmas presents. I got a grip knife made from recycled skateboards.
Alright, I want to pause it right here too, because I don't know if y'all watch PK Delay. PK Delay mentioned that shit, and I thought it was funny because I mentioned it at the same time he did. Like, while I was watching his reaction to the Nightspeeds video, it was actually my first time seeing the video myself. So I was really reacting to a reaction of the video. That's why I'm like reacting to the video now. And like, dude, that shit's funny that what he just said, because fucking Garrett Jenner said he doesn't get paid. Like, dude, I don't know if y'all seen before the update even came out, December 16th update came out. And all the other bullshit. Garrett Jenner, he was on there. He promoted it. Him and like 2 other people, I want to say like Nightspeeds and them, they got the game early. They got the fucking update like 2 days early and shit, 3 days early. And these motherfuckers are playing and shit. And like Garrett Jenner was like, "Oh, I don't get paid by them. They don't pay me or anything like that." And then we find out that this nigga's been getting gifts, and like he got a knife. But I heard Milky got the same knife that was made out of recycled skateboards. So I heard Milky got the same fucking knife. But uh, later on in this video, you find out that Nightspeeds got paid. It's actually one time, like paid up front, and I think it was for that Facebook commercial. So like, other than that, I don't know if people are lying or not. And, you know what I mean? PK Delay really had me asking some questions. You know what I mean? Like to myself, like, damn, are these motherfuckers getting paid?
Which we have right here. See it? I think it's a pretty cool knife, and I'll be definitely gripping my future skateboards with this. In the early access days, they gave me a skateboard that I could hang on my wall with signatures from John, Jeff, and Dane. And that has honestly meant the world
John,
to me.
Jeff, and
I
Dane.
do genuinely love this game, vanilla.
John, Jeff, and Dane, I guess, are the main developers, and John's one of them that left. Andrew Sherrock got the knife too. See, even Bunksky like heard about this shit. And obviously, this is all stuff that, like, nigga, we heard.
Or modded, I love it, and I would recommend it on each platform for the price it's at right now. Man, I knew this would turn into kind of a rambling video, but let's just move on to the petition again. So the main wishes are customizable stats, which means pop height, gravity, push force, and more. The sound mod, I think J Boogie also made that. It just makes the game sound way better, so yeah. For the gameplay, that's very cool. As I mentioned, that Milky mentioned, deck customization, we need width on our boards, truck size, wheel size, and then the last thing we also already talked about, the graphics opening up. J Boogie actually pulls out a really cool point here because Oside Studios called Skater-XL an instrument, so you could play it however you wanted. You basically just got something and then you could put your own creativity into that. And as he puts it, Skater-XL is essentially a guitar with no headstock. Oside, let us tune this so-called instrument that you have provided. If we take a look at the community, we can roll down. I see Ole has put a comment there. I have friends who refuse to buy the game because it's too floaty on console and they want it to be more realistic. Give the hardcore skaters a realistic way to play and it will bring a ton of new players in and provide infinite free advertisement because everyone will be making videos. I think there's a lot of truth behind that comment right there. And I would definitely say that all of this needs to be in the game and it's a big concern, but if I really had to say something that I thought needed to change, it's basically just transparency. Transparency from Oside Studios in what they want this game to be in half a year, maybe 2 years, just, you know, to let us know where is this train going. I feel like I've always felt that, but I'm not a game developer, so I know there are several ways to go about this, especially for indie studios. You could go with the full-on open road where you say, listen up, here's a feature we thought could make the game cool. How would you guys like that? And then people could be like, oh, that would be so cool. And then the game developers would try to develop this feature and maybe it wouldn't be good, or maybe they couldn't do it at all and it would just let the people down. So I know why you would hold back on some points. But I feel like Skater-XL has been at the point where, alright, we are 99% done with this feature right here. Now is the time we can actually talk about it and say that it's coming out. And to be honest, I do get that, but as a fan of the game, you know, you would wish that there was a bit more transparency and you knew more where the game that you absolutely love is going. Like, give us a roadmap or something. I think this is one of the biggest differences from Oside Studios and Creature Studios, who is making Session. Session started out as a Kickstarter. You could back and you could help them fund actually getting to do the game. Where, you know, you can say whatever you want about that, but we got a whole roadmap of what Session wanted to have in the game, like what amount of maps, what kind of features, with the reverse skating, very in-depth customization, all of that. You kind of knew what you put your money into. And I'm not saying there's a right or wrong, I'm not saying Oside versus Creature, I was just trying to pull up some different ways of going about it. I don't know if there's a right or wrong. I know personally I would want more transparency, and I think you get the point of that by now. just the fact that lead developer John left, and I didn't really know about this until someone sent me an Instagram DM saying, "Hey man, this dude is saying stuff about you. Why haven't you said that lead developer John left?" And I was like, "What? I don't know this." I did notice when he said that I had been talking to 2 of the guys, whereas I normally talk to 3 guys. But I didn't think more about it. The lead developer was a developer. He should be focusing on developing the game. So I thought, well, I'm just in contact with the other good guys here. And they are good guys. I mean, you all know their names. I've interviewed them, so I probably shouldn't be holding back. But Dane and Jeff are awesome people. I think they truly want the best for Skater-XL. Right now, we just don't know what they think is the best for Skater-XL. Like, the whole thing with the stats, like, we've talked about this for months. Now it's the time that, you know, JBookie and Milky are being public about it. Are there gonna happen anything now? I don't know about this. Are they gonna address it? I think as the lead developer John, he said as he left, is there are some big things in the work. Maybe they're doing like a progression system. I don't know.
See, and these are the questions that like people want, but it's just like I don't know who it was. I really don't know who it was, but they said something smart. They was like, "What are we gonna complain about after we get the stats menu? What are we gonna complain about next in Skater-XL? To trash on it and call it a bad game?" Because there was a lot of things that I didn't like about Skate 3 when it first came out. And a majority of that shit was the skating. It wasn't even a stats menu and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because like a lot of people sit here and it's a love or hate thing with Skater-XL, especially with everything they got going. Either they love that it's a good skating game, but it doesn't, or they hate it because it just doesn't have a fucking stats menu and there's not enough tricks and shit like that. You know what I mean? There's people like me that are sitting here waiting, like, oh, just give it some time. Like, trust me, the game will get better. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this shit should have it already, but but man,
we can only speculate at this point, and I don't always think that's healthy. You can get your hopes so high up, and then you find out, wow, the next mod is only a mod integration. For me personally, I was impressed with the mod integration update. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't like modding the game. I do love the mods that make the game what it is, but I absolutely hate the whole process of modding. Skater-XL was the first game I had to do it with, and I put it out for so long. I was playing the base vanilla, early access, only courthouse. I played that for over 60 hours, and I frankly loved it. When I finally figured out how to add the mods, like, I thought I couldn't love it more, but I loved it even more. And that's why I say I still recommend this game on console. It's still a lot of fun. I've been putting hours in.
And PK Delay mentioned that shit too. And I'm just gonna say that when I first found out about this game, it actually got me back into skating. Skating period. I used to skate back then. Obviously not professionally or anything. Not even trick wise. Just I remember getting a skateboard from my dad, and like he got it from a friend and shit that he just bought, and it was a good skateboard, and he gave it one to me and one to my brother, and we both had one. And like I used to ride this thing all the time, and I had like all types of shit at the time. I had a bike, fucking scooter, ripstick. But I used to play a lot of skateboarding video games like Skate and the Tony Hawk series. So when Skater-XL came back out, when Skater-XL came out last year, and I started playing this game, I was like, man, this game is fucking great. And it only had 8 maps. And, you know, obviously I seen everything before that. What's up, Ori? Not much, man. Sitting here talking about this Nightspeeds video, man. But, yeah. Hey, you back? Yeah, bro. I've been back. Um, I've been sitting here just trying to like listen to the video and shit. But like I said, back then and shit, when I found out about this game last year, there wasn't a lot. And I found out that they just like I thought Easy Day High was cool, and then I found out they just added all that shit like Easy Day High and all that stuff. So I was like, damn, you know. And then I started seeing the mods. Oh yeah, a but yeah, I started seeing the mods, and the mods is what like kept me like interested in the game because they had a lot of cool like maps, and that's really how I found Gary Jenner, Milky, uh, fucking Nightspeeds. All these guys were just from looking at the mods and shit that you can do for this game. And PK Delay said it too. He was like, "Man, I've only been playing base games, so I can't even imagine it with mods." And that's true. I can't even imagine without mods. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like I'm happy I got the extra 3 maps that we have now. You know what I'm saying? To make it 11 maps. But like, imagine to download any map you wanted. Yeah, the game would like, and I've already played this game, man. I want to see how many hours I have on this, honestly, because I have like 92% trophies on here. I think I don't know, it's something like that, 91% or some shit. I don't know, but I only got one more trophy to get, and that's the fucking skate around for like 41.1 kilometers or some shit. But yeah, man, like honestly can't wait to actually get a PC and then play the version of this game on. You know what I mean?
Into my Xbox, and when I've been visiting my parents, I've been putting hours into my dad's PS4. For someone like me that don't like modding, I love the update. I love that we could just browse modded content while in the game. We didn't have to go on a website, drag it into folders and stuff like that. It's not too complicated, but still removing all of those steps that in my head made modding boring.
And completed all the achievements. See, and that's where I'm trying to get at right now. Like the trophies, I only got 90 something percent. So I'm over here trying to literally get the last one. Like you can literally go look up my profile on PlayStation. Oside-EL. Oside-EL. And dude, I'm trying to tell you, I got all that shit. I just need one more trophy and I'm solid on that shit.
Or a chore or something. That was cool to me. I also felt like we got some huge improvements to the vert skating, even though I don't think they mentioned that anywhere. I don't fully know, but I know that from the last update, the people on console got, some fake skate brands they could now rock with the mod integration system if it works, because there have been a lot of crashes. Even though I think they've ironed out most of the issues by now, I haven't experienced any trouble when I've been playing on PS4 or Xbox One. The base models, there's some long loading times, but I still think the update's been good, as I mentioned in a video not too long ago, actually. And this is another thing I mentioned recently in the video.
See, and it's crazy because these guys, they all play on PC and we all play on fucking console, but they're literally speaking up for us to the developers like, hey, what the fuck is going on with this game? Because clearly people are like, people that play this game and that watch my content, you know what I mean, which basically promote the game for you, like, you know what I mean, that's free promotion for your ass. You know what I mean? They're hitting me up wondering why this game plays like shit on the console. And that's like my biggest number one thing. Like, Skid-XL, if you're gonna like fucking like, if basically what I'm saying is like, Skid-XL, if you're gonna make a game on console, dude, make sure you freaking get everything. Like, and by what I mean by that, like, make sure you do a good review on the console version, not on the fucking PC version. Because we see this mod integration system shit, and Garrett Jenner, he's over here like, oh yeah, I didn't have any problems with it, or it was running fine on my shit. And then we get it on PlayStation 4, and it's just complete shit, complete bullshit. And I'm sorry, you know what I mean. My fault for my language, but man, that's what it is. That's why everybody was getting mad. Like, dude, I literally had a shitload of people in my stream. I had over like 200 people in the stream and shit at one point, and everybody was confused because they didn't know when y'all were gonna drop the fucking update, because no one knew what time. All y'all did was give us a date, and people were still confused. And I guess like what people want the most from Easy Day Studios is just communication. Communication, man.
I got so much hate for my video on that update because I was playing on PC. People on console had to get breaking on the first day. So I'm just trying to say.
See, and you see that shit? Like, that's what it wasn't bad on my Xbox. See, and it wasn't bad on Xbox, Bunsky, and that's what I'm trying to say. Even though it wasn't a problem for you, and it wasn't a problem for Nightspeeds, and Nightspeeds just said that shit too. Like, oh, it wasn't running bad on my shit. Well, nigga, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, you as a game developing, like a game studio, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should make sure that anything that your game comes out on, it should run perfectly fine, including the updates. You know what I'm saying? You never hear about this shit with Fortnite, and I get it. Fortnite's a big, you know what I mean? Oh, well, that's Epic Games, and, you know, they're a big-ass studio. And that's understandable, but still, man. Still. Like, you see they haven't dropped the Switch version, the Nintendo Switch version of Skater XL. You want to know why? Because it probably doesn't work. It probably doesn't work the best. Just the vanilla version on the fucking Switch. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might not be running that bad for you, but it ran bad for other people. See what I'm saying? And I had people on my live stream saying that it was running shitty on their Xbox too. So yeah, even though it wasn't your Xbox, it probably was other people, bro. And that's what I'm trying to say, like, and it happens. And that's why I was really like just upset at Easy Day, because like, bro, y'all supposed to be on top of that shit. Y'all really are. Like, y'all are supposed to know, you know what I'm saying? Especially all these little problems. Like, they really were little problems. You know what I mean? Little quick fixes and shit. But still, because they did fix them, and the game does run smoother and shit, and I can't actually look through my clothes and, you know what I mean, choose shit without my game actually breaking and crashing down. Because, dude, I'm trying to tell you, that first day I opened and closed Skater XL probably about 7 times.
Say that, like, console versus PC, it's 2 different games.
But yeah, I did delete half my games because I didn't use them. Yeah, see, and it was just a thing, man. Like, people's shit was just fucking up, man. Like, I had like 200 people in my shit. Like I said, I had 200 people in a live stream chat, bro. We were all sitting here trying to put it together. Like, and then as soon as the update came out for the next 3 hours, dude, like, we were all sitting there in a new live stream. I still was going live and shit. Like, that whole night of the update, I stayed up all night waiting for the update. I waited because I thought it was gonna come out at like 12. Then we thought it was gonna come out at 2 o'clock here in Oklahoma, which is Central Time. So it'd have been like 2 hours forward. So we literally had to wait like another whole another 4 hours until it turned 12 o'clock in California, where people thought, you know what I mean, oh, they thought it was a time zone thing. Like, oh, maybe it would come out when California's time at 12 o'clock. And it never did. So we sat there all night, man, waiting for that shit. Yeah, see, look, Bunsky, it was 2 p.m. for me, and I was watching when it happened. Yup, see, and that's what I was saying. Like, I didn't go to bed that day until like 4 o'clock, because I was still playing the game. Like, the game was so fun, and just adding those 3 new maps, and even though everything was crashing and my shit was fucking up, I was still wanting to play the game. Like, regardless. And that's why people are like, man, Skater XL is good. It really is. And that's why it pisses them off that it's having so many problems like this.
But at the same time, adding mods to a game on console, that's kind of cool. I guess a lot of people say that it's not a big thing. We've already seen mods in Fallout 4 or other Fallout games. I don't know. I'm not too much into gaming these days, so I don't know. I just thought that it was impressive, and every time I had a meeting with the Easy Day Studios guys, they had to like keep reschedule it because apparently Dane was just on the phone all the time talking to Sony and Microsoft. So I got the impression that it definitely wasn't an easy feat to do. An easy task to do. And when it comes to John leaving, the lead developer, let's get back to that. I believe that he's the dude I was subscribing to on YouTube for I don't know how long, but I've been seeing Skater-XL stuff way before it hit early access. I just didn't know it was that game that it was becoming into. So I think he basically created the base skeleton of Skater-XL, and now that he's not there, what does that mean to the game? I don't know. I don't know how many people are working for East Day Studios right now, how many are developing. I know they were so happy for the community because they found modders they could officially add to the team. They added Theo, and I'm so sorry for not remembering who made the replay editor, but they officially added those people to the roster. But I honestly don't know what work they've done on the game. You know, Theo was a map maker, so he probably helped on the maps. I know he made the Chicago Park map. But the replay editor, I don't think it changed that much other than we couldn't really see the FOV slider anymore. It got a way prettier interface, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know, I've kind of said everything I've felt myself. I think I'm going to pull up something from the community. Alright, so I'm going to be quoting something here, and I won't say who said it, but basically the community has built the game for them, and now they're riding the coattails. They need to step up for console and players alike to even the playing field for all formats. And I think this is just because, you know, you feel there's a divide in the community. There's the console guys that, well, they do with what they can. And then there's the PC guys, which are like, you know, the gods that can change the game. And I think just simply adding a stats menu to console, that would unify the community way more than it is right now. Have I gotten everything I feel about this subject out? I think there's one more thing, the whole thing about I'm being a shill for Skater-XL, them having paid me to only put out positive content about Skater-XL. I already talked about how I felt about the last update, why I thought it was good, and to be completely frank with you guys, I have been paid one time by Easy Day Studios. They paid me to make a 6-minute video for the YouTube channel. I ended up making one.
Alright. So, y'all heard it there again, you know what I mean? He was paid one time by Easy Day Studios to make a YouTube video. My bad. I thought it was first Facebook, but yeah, that makes sense. It was a YouTube video that linked me to a YouTube video. So yeah, and you know, they paid him. So I really don't think they paid him for this video. Like, honestly, I honestly think he seems genuinely concerned about the game and his channel and the direction of like basically where they're both heading. And I feel like when he was telling us that he lost like a lot of love and shit and a lot of people's fucking judgment, you know what I mean, when he made that video that early, the later he said generously, and like yeah that too, but like honestly I think he, like, you know what I mean, he literally just like cares about the game and shit. So like, because dude, you know, I guess like he's just like worried about, like, he was kind of upset that people were like fucking hating on him because, like, man, you gave people your word saying that this shit was good and it wasn't. When it came out it was trash, and like Garrett Jenner tried to like go the whole other way where he was just like, oh, like I didn't know anything that's going on, like, you know. And then he made Garrett Jenner's ass is gonna make a fucking video, I want to say like 3 days later, and then act like, oh well, there is and then he started bashing the game, like literally bashing the fucking game, like, oh yeah, the update's bad and it's got some problems but it's still good. And I'm like, dude, you already said that, you know what I mean, in this whole other video you said it was wonderful and oh it's great. Like you can literally go watch the first fucking like his little early access update video where he got early access to it and shit. And like he's promoting the shit out of that thing. Like you can tell they got cozy with this nigga. And then he tries to like save his channel and like keep his like identity and shit like that. Like, oh yeah, like it's bad and dude, don't play that shit. Like, and that's why I'm really not mad at Nightspeeds because Nightspeeds really didn't do that shit. Like, you know, but like I'm saying, like he was saying earlier too, it really wasn't his fault because people were literally just hating on him because he was playing on PC, and that's my thing. A lot of people like, you know what I mean? Okay, they're playing on PC. Big whoop, bro. You know what I mean? You're at least enjoying the game still. And to me, I feel like if you can skate realistically on the console, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? You're literally winning. Like you don't need any. Like, dude, I've seen people give me compliments just because I know how to skate at fucking what is that? Quebec skate park. I've seen people give me compliments just because they were like, "Damn, man, you can skate here." Like, yeah, man, like, you know, it's pretty easy. And like people are like, "Man, I go too fast," and I'm just like, "Dude, slow down. Like, stop tapping goddamn X and fucking square." Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, they were like, "Oh, well, they need to tweak the pushing and towards I can push a little bit, and you know what I mean, I ain't got to do all these big pushes." And I'm like, bro, well, if your ass don't just if your ass time your pushes and shit, you over here trying to push 3 times before you hit the grind and shit, obviously you're gonna go too fast. And it's just like,
didn't really like it. I sent it to them and said, I don't really like this. They said, okay, we can see, and it's not really what we thought. Maybe you could try this and this and this. And then I made 2 other videos that they really liked. They could choose between those which one they would upload, and they never went to upload it. But I was paid, and then they, I think a day or 2 later, they used my original first impressions of the full V1 launch. So they've been advertising that on Facebook. I think got over 2 million views. So yeah, I feel like I got paid for that instead of the videos. I don't know. They paid me generously, I think is the word. I think it's the same in English as it is in Danish. I hope so. Hope you know what I mean. But they don't pay me a certain amount of money for every Oside-EL video I put out, and I'm positive about the game in it. I just put out the...
And Bugsky, there's that little word he used right there. He said generously. And, you know what I mean? I don't know how much he paid him, but I really don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But
videos because
no matter if he was paid $100, $500, $5,000, you know what I'm saying? They still supported him. See what I'm saying? And to me, that's always going to be like a biased review. Sometimes, not most times. I mean, it really just depends on the person. But I just feel like with money in the way, you're always more likely to just like kind of be on their side, man. I'm just saying. That's just how I feel about it. Like, if Easy Day was paying me right now, I wouldn't be just like sitting here trying to bag on him. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. And I'm not saying that I do. Like you see me like how I talk about everybody. I try to like defend them and also like, you know what I mean, talk a little bit of shit. Like, dude, yeah, you're fucking up here, but you know you do got us here. See what I'm saying? Like I try to like kind of understand. I think Garrett didn't experience it probably as in yesterday's vid. He shows how overkill his PC and monitors are. See, and I need to go watch that. Like, I need to go. I haven't even been watching his videos just because of the Skater XL shit that I've heard about him. Like, I didn't experience it properly, as in Well, shit. I mean, I don't know. I've been really watching his content.
I think it's a fun game. I like to play it. But I actually want to add something to that because I feel like I used to be a hardcore gamer, even though that sounds so awful to say. It's not like I was, exceptionally good at one game, but I did play a lot of games. I remember collabing with Crazy once back in the good old Skate 3 Nightspeeds days. And we were just talking after we filmed our videos, and he said, "Wow, man, you got 55,000 game score. That's pretty impressive." And I was like, "Wait, what?" "Yeah, man, that's a lot." I was like, oh my god, I made my account like 4 months ago, so that was all in 4 months. I played so many video games. Nowadays, I mostly play video games when I sit down in front of my desk about to record a video. Gaming isn't really that much part of my life anymore. It's not that I don't want to, but now it's only the occasional Mario Party with some friends. When I finally have free time, I want to go out and skate instead of playing games. I do my best to do that. But it's just to say that maybe the reason why I haven't been vocal about this before is because I don't honestly think it's been something I thought would improve my life in a way. It's just like I sit down here, I play a video game, I have fun for what it is. But yes, I would absolutely like to see these improvements in the game. I think the stat menu, Babo settings, all of that should be added to console. And if I have to say some improvements I would like to see as well, I'll just pull up the clips I showed you guys in the beginning, because if we really study and zoom in on those, there are some things with the physics, board clipping through the ground and stuff, you don't notice it watching it in real time, but once you do slow motion clips and stuff, you do notice these tiny things. And I know that's difficult to do because it is a physics-based game, and to be honest, I don't know how much work that is to fix that, but it's one of the tiny things that I have noticed over the years that is amazing. But yeah, let's just wrap this up because I think if I keep on talking, I'm just gonna go on an endless loop. I want to say I love this game. I love this game's community. I love the guys over at Easy Studios. Good luck to him with whatever he's gonna do now that he's not part of Easy Studios working on Skater-XL. And thanks to you guys for being understanding, for being you. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's just take a break tomorrow and see each other on Monday. So until then, peace out.
Alright guys, so yeah, that was Nightspeeds video, and I want to appreciate everybody out here who, especially Bunk, for staying with me most of the stream and really just listening. I'm gonna leave this video up like I do all my streams. So people can just listen what we've been talking about recently. Especially because there's been just a lot of shit going on in Skater-XL. Oh my god. But man, that was a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on there. And that's basically what I wanted y'all to know, man. I feel like you play this game a lot like I do. Then, ooh, that shit was dope. That shit was dope. Even though I wish it was faster. I feel like you play this game a lot. You should know about this shit, man. You should know about J Boogie and the petition. So if you're playing Skater-XL, you haven't signed the petition by J Boogie, you need to. Basically, just trying to make the game more realistic. If you haven't subscribed to Milky, PK Delay, man, Nightspeeds, Gary Jenner, go do it, man. Stay in the loop, bro. Make sure you try to and also, if you want to know more, just go hit up the Skater-XL Twitter page. That's literally where I get most of my information from, and from wonderful people like Bunk and all them who always put me on first. So, oh, by the way, guys, hopefully they didn't. Yeah, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but we're about to see. I think the colliders are broke right here. Yep, they're still broke. So, go report this place, dude. Yeah, the grinds, they work on here perfectly. And the body on FPS. Who's that? Buddy. That was a fuck up, but I like that shit right there. Always be fucking around. What was that, like a hard flip? Backside. That was pretty cold though. Man, dude, I don't know what it is. Ah, fucked it up. My man, dude. I just want to give a shout out to everybody, though. Thank y'all for coming and watching the video, man. I really appreciate y'all. For real. Shout out to Bunksky again. Shout out to all you guys for making it happen. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all give this video a like, share it, comment, talk to me about it, man. I usually generally get back to comments in 1 to 3 days, man. But I always want to talk about shit like this. I really appreciate y'all. It's like 3 o'clock where I'm at right now, 3 a.m. in the morning. So I'm about to get me some sleep. And I just want to say thank y'all. Y'all keep me going, man. Y'all really do. People like you, Bunsky, man. Shit. Staying in the loop, man. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for so much support, man. Love y'all. It's on.